Namaste, Yogi. Welcome to class. My name is Bre. Thank you for tuning in and joining me today. The class is going to be a gentle yoga flow mixed with some movement and also some meditation to get you moving and grooving and feeling good in your body any time of the day, and it's also all levels. You don't need any props, just your body and your breath. So whenever you're ready to begin, we will start at the back of our mat in a forward fold. So feet are about hip distance apart. I will take mine a little bit wider because of the pregnancy, but whatever feels good for you. Try to keep the legs straight if you can. It's okay if your fingers don't touch the ground. In fact, I'd like you to cross your arms in front of your chest. Let your head hang heavy and start to sway left and right. Maybe you also begin to move the hips left and right, or you bend one knee and then the other. Introducing a little bit of movement for the hamstrings, the calves, the back, the hips. We'll be here for about 5 more breaths. I invite you to find some stillness here. And allow this pose in this moment to be your opportunity to arrive in the here and the now, putting all of your attention on the breath. Beautiful. Release the arms. Start to bend the knees until you can reach your fingertips down onto the ground. And then I'd like you to pivot the feet out so that the feet are about 45 degrees. And then begin to lower the hips down, either halfway or all the way down into yoga squat. And then lift the hips back up, straighten the legs. Bend, lower the hips, and straighten. Let's do 3 more. Lower down. Lift the hips, lower, and lift, lower, and lift. Beautiful job. Begin to walk the hands forward, come into a downward dog. So again, the feet can be about hip distance apart or even a little bit wider. So really push the ground away, create a good foundation with the hands. If you notice that your index finger is lifting up, the base of the index finger, kind of like it looks like a tent with your hand, then I'd like you to press even more on the inside part of the hands. You can either stay here in your downward dog or join me for a twist. You're going to reach your right hand, grab onto your left calf or your left hamstring, and then gently pull your way into a twist. Still activating and using a lot of strength with the left arm to keep the hips as far away from the left wrist as possible. Release the twist, right palm comes down, and switch. The left hand reaches outside the right calf or the hamstring, and the gaze comes under the right armpit. Couple breaths here. And release back to downward dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the right knee. Point the right foot and then open stack the hips. Take a couple breaths here. Find some length along the whole right side rib cage. Lift the left heel up off the ground, shift forward, shoulders over wrists, right knee to the right armpit. Pause here. Flex the right foot, step it outside the right hand, lizard lunge. Take your time to adjust here. And now come on to the left fingertips. You're sort of like a spider with the left hand. You can also stay down on the palm if you'd like, but usually the spider hand makes it a little bit easier. And then if you want to make it even easier than that, you're going to bring your left hand farther back towards your left foot. Now we're going to reach back with our right hand behind us, and then sink the hips low. And then start to reach your right arm up over your head like a rainbow arch, and at the same time start to straighten the right leg to any degree. Bring it right back, right knee bends, right arm reaches back. And exhale forward, straighten the right leg. Let's go for 3 more. Move with the breath. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Last one. Rebend the right knee. Now bring the left palm back down to the ground if it was lifted. Come out on the knife edge of the left foot, come into side plank on the left. Stack the feet. Right arm reaches up to the sky. We're not here for long, so make it good. Lift the hips, push the ground away. Exhale, right palm comes back down to the ground, high plank. Push the ground away again. Good, stable foundation. And then lift the hips, downward dog. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the left knee. Point the left toes and open stack the hips. Come up high on the ball of the right foot. Shift forward, left knee to left armpit. Flex the left foot, step it outside the left hand, lizard lunge. Make your adjustments here. Move around the hips. Explore the sensation of the stretch. And now again, if you want to make this a little bit easier, you can bring your right hand a little bit farther back towards your right foot. Now keep the right leg straight the whole time if you can. And then start to reach your left arm back behind you towards the right foot. And then reach your left arm up over your head like a rainbow arch. Begin to straighten the left leg to any degree. Maybe you can tap your left pinky to the toe. It's okay if you can't. Rebend the left knee. Open, big inhale. The hips sink down. And again, bring it forward. Straighten the left leg. Bring it back. And exhale forward. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Both hands come back down to the ground. Rebend the left knee. Right palm comes down to the ground. Side plank on the right. 3 breaths here. Exhale, high plank. And then gently set down the knees. Come into a tabletop. I'm just going to do a few barrel rolls with the core. So you're going to let your belly sink down towards the ground. And then bring the belly over towards the right, the abdomen. And then as much as you can, reach. And then make your way into cat pose. Now push the ground away, round the back. And then make the abdomen go over to the left. And all the way back down. So let's do 2 rolls. Again, over to the right. Move a little bit faster. Last one. Back down to cow pose and then switch directions over to the left. Let's do 3 big circles. Great job. Back to cow pose and then to a neutral spine. Sit back on the heels and just find a comfortable seat. I will turn to the side so you can see me a little better, but you can also stay seating forward. So you could either sit on the heels in diamond pose, or you can also just sit off to the side and then cross the legs in front of you. So whatever allows you to get comfortable in a seat, that's the position for you. So once you're there, I'd like you to bring your hands onto your knees. The palms will face up towards the sky. And then you're going to connect your index finger and your thumb with each hand. And then again, bring the hands down onto the knees. So take an inhale, sit nice and tall. And exhale, close down the eyes. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. And continue with those slow, deep breaths. So we always want to take the time at the end of any movement practice, especially one where we got the heart rate up. We actually want to slow the heart rate back down. We want to relax the nervous system once again, so we can shift our body back into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digestive state of the body. So we don't want to finish a strong movement practice and then hop in our car and start driving or be in traffic or start eating immediately. It's really rough on the body. So it's better if you just take a couple of minutes at the end of your practice to connect with the breath, to consciously slow down. So thank you for sticking with this video, especially if you're not used to sitting still. Meditation is one of the foundations of yoga. The poses are just the tip of the iceberg. So especially if you find meditation to be challenging, then it's an opportunity for you to explore it a little bit more. So we'll be here for just a couple of minutes to allow the body to relax, release any tension before we close down class. So on your next inhale, focus on how cool the air feels when it comes in through your nose. And as you exit, notice
the air coming out, how warm it feels on your lips, your nose, maybe the hairs in your nose. And just observe the air coming in and out. Sometimes easier said than done. But that's why we call it a meditation practice. We're here to develop our awareness, to sharpen it, and to not be so attached to the voice in our head. So for the next minute or two, put all of your attention on the breath. Gentle inhale, gentle exhale, and repeat. On your next inhale, reach your arms up and over your head. Make a big circle around the body, palms touch at the top. And exhale, hands come back down to the heart. Thank you so much for joining me today for a little bit of movement, a little bit of meditation, and a whole lot of love. See you here again on the channel tomorrow for the next practice. Namaste.